tragedy. I've had a lot of death in my life while all this has been going on, and that'll keep you grounded big time. Having to like literally work, you know, I mean, having to worry about the next season of Abbott also keeps me grounded. But yeah, friends, family, death, and work. Yes?
It's been a year of waiting for you. I'm just curious, what are you doing with all the trophies?
Oh my God. I'm going to put them in my office in Warner Brothers. I just recently signed an overall deal there, so I have an office that I'm just going to fill with. That's what I see other executives do. I don't know if that's or not. I don't want them in my home. I think they look, I think that looks a little obnoxious unless you have like multiple wings. I think it's wild to just have a board on your table, so I think I'm going to put them in my office. Yes.
Actually, to follow up on that, you've been to a lot of award shows. Can you talk about how this one feels different, both the way that it's presented and what it means as an independent award?
Absolutely. I mean, here's the first time, and I mean, there's been a lot of award shows that I've been to and gotten to speak at. This is the first time I felt I could talk about kids from the internet. You know, I'm a kid from the internet, and to me, that's the new era's version of the first independent storyteller, filmmaker, showmaker, etc. So this was the first time I felt comfortable talking about that here and knowing that people would probably understand. It also felt really great, and the people who won, Iowa Beery, who's a very good friend of mine, seeing her win automatically just made me feel just really great. It's cold. It's cold here. It's on the beach. Relaxed vibe. Every time I look over, it's a seagull flying outside of the film independent thing. So very chill vibe. The whiskey. Normally it's hard to find whiskey at these things, but it's just overflowing. You can't. So that too. It's a nice vibe. I'm very happy with the day. It's early. I had to wake up at 6:30 for glam. So I'll probably be able to do some laundry after this. I'm excited about it. It's a good one. Yes.
And then what are some, as you continue to get more and more success, but even looking back, what are some female comedians or even just male non-binary comedians that you looked up to that you hope your career will essentially emulate as you continue to grow?
Oh man. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Wanda Sykes. I'm always a fan of a comedian that can turn stand-up career, a seemingly innocent stand-up career, into something more. I mean, I think stand-up is like the root of a lot of extreme, like, you can do so much storytelling. A lot of people are just doing stand-up and it looks like they're just up there, running through the set, but in that, there's so many stories, and I think Wanda has been really great at extrapolating the stories, also because she's one of the first queer, icons to be out in those spaces. I think that she just broke a barrier very early on, especially as a Black queer woman. I think she's incredible. I think for other women comedians, one of them presented me this award, Molly Shannon, a sweetheart. I talked to her on the plane on the way back from New York one time, and we talked about things just like this. So sometimes they really help me to see things that I cannot yet. Amy Poehler has been an incredibly supportive force in my life lately, which I really appreciate. Just saying things that will happen when I'm a little bit, she's very what will. And I appreciate all that kind of support. I feel like all the other ones I've said a lot. I'm blanking, but even the problematic ones still help us open the door, you know what I mean? It's true. People live their lives and change and everything, but there have been so many women that have kind of led the way. Yes.
Many congratulations.
Thank you.
You touched on something which I think a lot of people will be shocked about. You said the word dead.
Yeah.
Year. Given the way that you always go on stage with a smile on your face, you always seem somewhat being, I don't want to be dour, but that seems an odd comment from you. How was that impacted? What were you reflecting on? What are you referring to?
I think just that every high comes with lows, and I'm sure that's true for many of the people in this room. I think that everyone sitting here today probably, the only thing that happened to them this month is that they're going to an award show. They probably experienced some type of hardship, tragedy. Even while we're here, just terrible things have been happening all over the world.
Evan Jackson from Young, Bold, and Regal. How do you guys come up with such ingenious ways of catching on to the culture with Twitter references that might have came out 2 or 3 months ago that are still hot, but you implement them so perfectly within the next season or in the next episode? How do you come up with that so quickly?
It just happens. We don't really, believe it or not, I know people think the opposite. We're not that in tune with what's going on Twitter as a room. I think my room is just a lot of people who enjoy culture, enjoy pop culture. I actually kind of have a little bit of a no Twitter role in the room, so that we're not really bringing in that stuff. And if anything, I'm more interested in helping to, I'm interested in helping to contribute to the zeitgeist rather than take from it. So it's always just kind of a coincidence.
One more smile this way, everyone. Yeah.
And Quinta looking back one time.
Wait, no, that's about right.